What it is, y'all? It is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with more DANMEMO. And you know, today is News Day, so let's just get to it. And first things first, as you can see, Familia Rush is up. And we've got all the information here on this. I'm going to cover this in its own video, so I'm just going to kind of gloss over this a little bit. But skill flow is coming, and it looks like they made some visual improvements to this to make things a little bit easier. If you're not familiar with Familia Rush, this one is the one that's like 7 turns, just do as much damage as you possibly can. Familia Rush enemy number 1, Abyss Grudge Weaver. Dragon Killer is effective. Light physical attack is also effective. There's 5 of them, so you do want to use AoE. Enemy skills, they increase strength, magic, and agility by 25%. So Lafolia is going to be super effective here. Hopefully you've got her, if you don't have her maxed, that's fine. I really feel like we're going to get better units in part 2. I could be wrong on that. But I think, honestly, I might try to max mine just because. We'll see. I haven't made a final decision on that. I'm really got to see how she works on Wargame. And I'm going to work on that this evening, probably on stream, and start making some decisions there. But enemy skills, allies, improve strength, magic, agility, plus 25%. We just said that. Attacks enemies with ailment seal. So in other words, they will seal you, so you need either seal anklets or an anti-seal. It'll say down here to use the new eyes, but I wouldn't recommend that. You can use the 3-star, and don't buy into new ailment reduction units. I kind of got sucked into that myself. If you get one, great. They're 75%. You're fine if you're new to the game, but anyone that's been playing the game for more than a couple of months probably has the anklets and doesn't even care anymore. So light physical attack is effective. So physical resistance is down 30%. Magic is neutral. Fire is up 30, so don't use fire. Earth, wind, water, thunder, and dark are all neutral. Light is down 40. So light physical attack is effective. When the enemy buffs their strength, magic, and agility, use Royalty Lafolia to remove buffs and aim for big damage. Remember, she gets a huge buff in those skills. The enemy uses skills to inflict seal, so it's recommended to... No, it's not recommended to do that. Use some other seal. Don't use eyes. There's no point in maxing out eyes, guys. She's not a good assist. Familia Rush enemy number 2, Infant Dragon plus 3. Dragon Killer is effective. Wind attack is also effective. Enemy uses skills. Enemies removes status buffs. So in other words, on turn 3, they're going to remove all your buffs, and they will improve strength and magic. So Lafolia is not a bad option here. She won't get her full buff, but still, she's going to do pretty well. Wind attack and Dragon Killer are effective. So let's look at this. Physical and magic are both neutral. Fire is once again up 30. Earth is neutral. Wind is down 70, and water, thunder, and light are all... Water, thunder, light, and dark are all neutral. Wind is going to be your most effective here, but it's going to try to like sell you on Sayaka, and I really feel like even with her maxed, there are better units in the game for this event. Just completely being honest here. Wind attack and Dragon Killer are effective. The enemy uses a skill to remove status buffs on the 3rd turn. Like I said, use Shamanic War Dancer Sayaka to boost wind attack damage of your allies. Don't do that. No, don't do that. There's better out there. We'll discuss that in the video on enemy number 2 when we get to that. Familia Rush enemy number 3. I'm gonna butcher this one. Upalaka? Upalaka. I think that's the one. I think they were showing in the story event. Dragon Killer is effective. Light physical attack is also effective. Light teams are going to be awesome here. Enemy skills. Enemies magic down 30%. You will notice that down here, magic resist is already 30%. Add to that a debuff of 30%, and it's going to be really ineffective. Self. Remove status, debuff, and self strength and magic plus 30%. So in other words, they'll remove debuffs. Enemies. Status buff minus 1 turn. So in other words, you'll reduce your buffs by 1 turn. That's going to be a pain in the ass, but I think we have a really good way to kind of nullify that, and we'll talk about that. Enemies physical resist plus 25%. Now, you will notice physical resist is already down 50%, so that's going to make it down 25%. You can debuff that away or remove it. There's ways around this. Magic resist is up 30% like we said, so don't use magic here. Fire is 0, earth is up 30, wind, water are both neutral. Thunder is once again up 30. Light is down 30, and dark is neutral. So physical light units are going to be your best here. I do feel like there's probably a couple of magic units that could overcome that hurdle, but we'll have to talk about that. The enemy frequently uses skills to deduct status buff turns. So in other words, what I was saying here, the remove your buff turn. We have ways around that. You're recommended to keep your allies' buffs extended with Uniformed Hound Naza's skill. Naza's going to be really effective here. If you have Naza and Haruhime, you're basically going to be spamming those skills just to keep everything in play, it seems. But we'll have to see what happens when we get closer to that. So, that's Familia Rush. Let's get into the general Danmachi stuff. Celestial Festival Gacha, I thought that was live already. It could be wrong. I thought it had gone live. Maybe not. I don't remember. The new Heroic Trial is incoming. You guys were asking about this. We haven't touched the new Heroic Trial. We'll have to do that. And once again, I feel like there's going to be at least one, if not two more banners incoming that will probably be better. So I wouldn't go crazy on these if I'm honest. Wargame is, of course, coming back. We kind of figured that with Lefolio's skills. And 7th Zone is back. So this is in a short news brief. We kind of figured that, but I do have something come up for you guys. So Celestial Festival Gacha drops on the 31st. I thought that was... Anyway. That would be tomorrow. No, today. Today. It's live today. Heroic Trials. Kali Blood 2. 7th Zone and Ultimate Wargame. The new Wargame. All those drop tomorrow. And then it says 4-1. Remember, guys, these are all in JP time. Familia Rush goes live on Thursday. Thursday, guys. So be prepared for that. Dates are in Japanese Standard Time. Now, if you don't want April Fool's spoilers, you might want to tune out. Now, we're going to talk about that real quick. I am pretty hyped about this. So you have been warned. If you don't want the spoilers for April Fool's, if you want it to be a surprise, click off now. But if you're here last year, it really isn't going to be much of a shocker. All right, you've been warned. Oh, I didn't talk about this. We are getting 225 souvenirs. I forgot about that. They bonus this during the event. So, completely forgot about that. People who didn't want the spoiler. Oops, you'll be shocked. 225 souvenirs. Here is the April Fool's stuff we got last year. Eyes Wars is coming back. It is stupid fun. I really loved this event. But the big update they're giving us, bam! We are now going to have new units. The one they're not showing here is... in fact, she's going to be the one I'm going to be showing in the thumbnail because spoilers. Eyes. I'm sorry, not Eyes. Leafia. Thank you, Brain. Leafia. We got Ryu. We got Haruhime. And we got Lily. So they've basically done a big update to Eyes Wars. I'm looking forward to that. I loved the Eyes Wars event last year. That was a lot of fun. So they're rerunning it, and I'm sure there's going to be new additions to it. Beyond this, I'm sure more to the story and all that stuff. So if you guys weren't here for last year's, you are in for a treat. This was a ton of fun. I'm sure we'll be doing a good bit of content on this when it drops tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, honestly, because it will be... In the Japanese version of the game, it will be April Fool's, so expect this to drop tomorrow, and we'll probably be doing a lot of this on stream, I would imagine, tomorrow night. So, really looking forward to that. That's going to be a ton of fun. So, that's pretty much the news, guys. Eyes Wars is getting the update, and of course, all the stuff we talked about before. Bam! Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. Like, comment, share. It's a short news day, but we kind of expect that. Expect good stuff next week for what I'm assuming to be part 2 of the collab. So let me know if you're hyped for that as well. Like, comment, share. See you guys tonight for the live stream. Live stream will most likely be late tonight, guys, just FYI. I have some personal things going on, and I'll post about it on Twitter and the community page. So you have been warned.